Sometimes, when dawn gently paints its first colors across the quiet sky, I feel the world soften around me, as if waiting for the breath of a promise I haven't spoken aloud. In those moments, my thoughts drift toward you with a tenderness that surprises even my own heart, as though love has woven itself into each quiet corner of my life without asking permission. I wonder if you sense it too, the invisible thread pulling us closer, the quiet certainty that something unspoken has already begun to bloom. My days feel fuller now, shaped by the delicate warmth of knowing someone sees me not through titles or duty, but through the gentle truth of who I am when the world isn't watching. And though I walk halls lined with history and expectation, a softer path exists within me, traced by the rhythm of your presence in my thoughts. When I imagine your voice, your quiet steadiness, the sincerity in your eyes, I understand how love becomes not a burden, but a blessing that steadies the heart and guides it toward courage. There are evenings when the horizon glows with a fading gold, and I find myself whispering silent hopes into the twilight, wondering if they might find you wherever you are. I picture the calm you carry, the way your smile would end the distance between us, even if the world itself tried to keep us apart. That thought fills me with a gentle strength, reminding me that affection is not fragile when it is built on truth. You give shape to my quiet dreams, turning them from delicate shadows into something warm and luminous. When I walk through the gardens at dusk, the roses blooming under the whispering breeze seem to echo the warmth you've kindled in my heart. I'm learning that love doesn't always arrive loudly. Sometimes it rises softly, like moonlight, touching ancient stone. And when I think of you, I realize my heart has already begun memorizing the sound of belonging. Even if I must carry my feelings carefully, hidden beneath layers of responsibility, they remain my greatest source of light as I move through days filled with ceremony and expectation. I find myself cherishing the spaces between obligations, the small silences where my thoughts slip toward you with a tenderness that feels like a secret blessing. I wonder sometimes if you know how your presence lingers in my mind, even when distance stretches between us. You are the calm in my storm, the quiet certainty I reach for when the world becomes overwhelming. In those moments, I imagine your steady voice, your gentle understanding, and I feel anchored in ways I can't quite explain. Love, for me, has become a quiet rebellion against loneliness, a promise that no matter how heavy the crown may feel someday, my heart can still be light with hope. When I think of you, I imagine a future crafted not from obligation, but from shared understanding, compassion, and the simple joy of being seen. Though I walk a path defined by tradition, my feelings for you remind me that my heart remains free to choose wonder over fear, tenderness over silence. Nights often carry a stillness that invites honesty, and in those tranquil hours I confess to myself how deeply my thoughts wander toward you. The moonlight falls across my room like a quiet guardian, listening as I unravel the threads of emotion I braid carefully throughout the day. You have become a soft presence in my solitude, a reminder that even in the quietest corners of my life, love grows steadily, asking nothing yet giving so much. I imagine your hand brushing mine, not in grandeur, but in a simple gesture that speaks volumes about trust. That imagined warmth lingers long after the vision fades. I've learned that the heart finds clarity when the world is hushed. It reveals truths even I was hesitant to acknowledge. And among those truths is the certainty that my affection for you has become a part of my identity, woven as surely as duty or heritage. Perhaps love does not need permission to shape us. It simply arrives, gentle yet resolute, carving space within us for hope to take root. Each morning arrives with a tender promise, as though the sky itself understands the quiet devotion forming within me. I wake with the memory of your smile lingering like warmth upon my skin, a reminder that even distant affection can brighten the earliest hours of the day. When the palace stirs around me with footsteps, voices, and the rhythm of duty, I hold close the thought of you, your kindness, your sincerity, the peaceful certainty you bring into my world. You are not here, yet somehow you accompany me in every step, shaping the way I see each sunrise. It is strange how love can flourish in silence, how the heart can craft entire constellations of feeling from a single moment of connection. I find myself searching for traces of you in the world around me, in the curve of sunlight across stone, in the whispering breeze that threads through ancient courtyards. And each time I feel that small, unexplainable warmth, I realize that my heart has already chosen its path, one that leads unfailingly toward you. There is a gentle strength that rises within me when I think of you, a reminder that love, even in its quietest form, can fortify the spirit. The life I live is built upon traditions older than I can fully comprehend. Yet, within those structured boundaries, my thoughts of you feel like a breath of fresh air, lifting me beyond expectation and into a realm shaped only by emotion. Sometimes I imagine walking beside you through wide fields where no title matters, where I can simply be myself, unfiltered, unguarded, understood. You would listen, not because duty asks it, but because affection makes it natural. That image alone brings peace to the most demanding days. It's extraordinary how the heart can find sanctuary in someone, even from afar, crafting a haven of possibility. And though I move within a world that demands careful composure, my feelings for you remain my most genuine truth. They remind me that love is not a weakness, but a quiet source of courage that expands with every tender thought. When I close my eyes, I sometimes picture the future as a landscape shaped by our shared steps, illuminated by the trust we've nurtured in silence. There is a sweetness in imagining what life could become if affection were allowed to unfold without hesitation. I see moments that feel neither grand nor ceremonial. Simple mornings, shared laughter, conversations that stretch gently into the afternoon. These imagined details form a tapestry of hope, each thread woven from the warmth you bring into my thoughts. Even if reality remains uncertain, the dream itself steadies me. I carry it quietly, like a cherished letter tucked close to the heart, its meaning known only to me. And though I walk a path shaped by duty, the possibility of love gives each step a softness I cannot ignore. You are not a distraction, you are a reminder that even within responsibility, joy has a place to bloom. Perhaps that is the greatest gift love offers, a reason to believe in futures crafted not by expectation, but by genuine connection. There are moments in my day when everything feels suspended, the conversations, the obligations, the movement around me, and in those still seconds my thoughts drift toward you, with a clarity that feels almost luminous. It is then I realize how deeply your presence influences the quiet rhythm of my inner world. I imagine your gaze meeting mine without pretense, without the weight of titles or roles, and in that imagined connection, I feel a freedom, rare in the life I lead. You give me room to breathe, even if only in thought, reminding me that the heart's desires are not confined by circumstance. I trace the shape of my hope gently, afraid to press too hard, for fear it might dissolve, yet certain that its softness is precisely what makes it precious.